Hi, everybody. It's Barb Kelsey, Area Manager and Independent Consultant with Arbonne International. And welcome to new consultant training, module number 3. So hopefully you've got those 4 launch dates booked on your calendar with your sponsor and you've started to get people booked to coming to that party. This is where we're getting into activity and really getting started with our business. What I want you to know in these first early days and weeks of your business is that your enthusiasm, your fire, is so important to not sit back and wait and say, I just have to read everything in this catalog first. I'm going to make sure I know about every product before I start talking to people about it. Trust me, ignorance on fire is way better than intelligence on ice. It really is important to just hit the ground running and go with it because you're going to learn as you go. There's no way you're going to learn everything, but your momentum and your enthusiasm is what's going to carry you through in those early months. So you've booked those 4 launch dates. It's also while you've booked those 4 launch dates, you've probably run into people who may be interested in hearing more about this business opportunity. I really want to advise you not to try to sit down and explain the business opportunity with anybody right off the bat without your sponsor there. There's way too much to know about the compensation plan, to know about what it really means to build an Arbonne business, that you have figured out enough to have the conviction to believe that this path is right for you. But those same things may not be enough to instruct somebody else about what this business opportunity is about. That's where you need to take advantage of your sponsor. You need to go to your upline and have them meet with these people, whether it's a coffee date, whether it's at your home. We're more than happy to sit down with you and meet with your friends in your warm market that you've come in contact with. And you are going to come in contact with people very early on in your business that are going to say, hey, maybe that's something I want to do, or maybe they just lost their job. And you're going to say, you know what, it may not be a fit for you, and I don't have all the details about the business. Would you mind if I invited my sponsor because she has a better handle on the compensation plan and can articulate it a little bit better for you? And that's going to be fine. That's not only important for the person that you're bringing to that coffee date or to that business builder meeting, but it's important for you to listen to somebody with a little more experience explain the business opportunity. That's your training. And I just really want to stress this point that you need to lean on your upline. I still, even though at this level I have, more than 60 people in my downline organization, there is still times when I'll call my regional vice president and invite her to come to a business building appointment just because I think that she comes from a different place that may relate better to this person. So it's not even necessarily about whether you think you have the ability to present the business plan, but third-party validation is really, really important in this business. Another part, which you're going to hear me talk about in every training video, is duplication is key. And if you go into a brand new business building appointment, brand new yourself, not equipped with the verbiage and the lingo and the knowledge to properly present the business opportunity, even if you manage to sign that person up, guess what? You've just duplicated the wrong way to do the system, because now that new business person is going to think, well, she did it, I'm going to do it that way too. I don't need my sponsor to help me learn the right way to do it. So just trust us on this system as well. Book those business building appointments. And truthfully, we want you to try to find 4 people right off the bat that you want to go talk to specifically about the business opportunity. When you talk to them about the business opportunity, you're going to want to have some samples, or maybe you're going to want to share some of the product with them, and you're going to want to have some literature to share with them. And your sponsor will help you with that if you're just really super new and haven't gotten to that point. The other thing that you're going to do, we're going to look at that system consultant system for success, the training manual that I told you to go print off of Believe Nation. In that, you're going to find different scripts that you can use to talk to people about the business, and you're also going to see different ways to share Arbonne. You may have found that there's some people that you are trying to invite to your launch parties that can't come to a party, and it seems like no matter what time you offer them, it doesn't seem to work. That's okay. You can offer them a sample to try, or maybe a pamper basket to try, and that just means you're going to say, okay, I understand that you've got a pretty busy schedule. Would you be willing to try the product for me and just give me your opinion? This is another outreach method that we have. So important to just figure out a way to get your product into other people's hands. At the end of the day, Arbonne is product driven. Yes, we're trying to build networks. Yes, we want to sponsor people into our business, but it starts with moving the product and getting a market share. There's a whole world out there of people buying shampoos and buying lipsticks and buying moisturizers and body washes, shave gels. We want them to buy Arbonne, and that's what our job is. That's what Arbonne compensates us for, is for taking some of that market share. You can walk up and down the street, and I bet you'll find lots of people with Crest and Colgate in their home. We need them to have Arbonne in their home too. So just get that consultant training guide out and go to the page that refers to the different outreach methods. And you're going to be amazed at all the different ways that we can get out and share the product. So our activity is all about asking, sharing, sorting, and sponsor. You're going to ask them if they've heard of Arbonne, ask them if they'd like to try a product or come to a party. You're going to find out what their needs are. Are they going to be a client? Is it not right for them? Or are you going to see if they're maybe looking for another business opportunity? And you're going to sort them into those categories. And it might even be a category of not right now. And you're going to keep them on your list, and you're going to refer back to them later and follow up, follow up, follow up. It's really important. Make sure that you always have activities on your calendar. And I'm not just talking about your business launches, but get plugged in. This is so critical right from the beginning. Whatever night your training meetings are, ours here in Sudbury are usually Wednesday nights. I do training meetings with my own personal area as well. These are important, and so are plugging into the trainings on arbonne.ca. There's Arbonne University. My personal favorite are Learn and Burns. I learned far more from listening to Learn and Burns than anything else in the early stages of my business. I couldn't get enough of them because that's what fueled me. That's listening to other people's success, listening to other people's stories of what they went through. When you heard people who are hugely successful in Arbonne saying how their first launch date, nobody showed up, that hearing that kind of validation was so important, because then in my second launch party, my third launch party, when nobody showed up, not one guest, I just went, yes, that means I'm going to make it to the top, because I know nobody makes it to the top unless they have these kind of terrible stories to share with Arbonne. So plug in, listen to the Learn and Burns, and hear what people's journeys have been in this industry, so that when you get those no's and you get those rejections, you can just let them slide off like you're a Teflon no-stick frying pan, because it doesn't matter. That's part of the journey. You're going to get no's. And also, in listening to those Learn and Burns, you're going to hear verbiage from the best of the best in the industry on how they present the business and how they share the product, how they can close people, how they can, do phone approaches or do cold call approaches. All of those things are invaluable. And you're going to find that this stuff is going to start coming out of your mouth and you don't even know where it came from. And it's so fantastic to just have those on an audio CD or whatever you have, plug it into your iPod, have it in the car when you're driving. Let that be your rolling university and get plugged in. Go buy some books. I knew that when I started my business, I was going to the top of this company. And I also knew that I couldn't wait until I was a national vice president before I started acting like a national vice president. And we know that we have to plug in and learn, and we have to read about the business of network marketing. So hopefully your sponsor has shared some reading material with you that you can look into and find out more about network marketing, because that's going to help you so much with what you say to people, and also build your conviction that this industry of network marketing is fantastic. Get some one-on-one time with your sponsor so that you can sit down and learn more about the business and learn more about the system for success, and just keep on walking the walk and talking the talk and building your business. That's all I'm going to give you for training number 3. You're doing great, and I'm just really glad that you're still with me. We'll talk to you later.